Hi and welcome, or welcome back if you're returning. Whether you're new or returning, we're so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence and that you're ready. That's all I know is you're ready. Ready for what? They didn't tell me that. They just said, make the title you're ready. I'm like, okay, fine. So our title is You're Ready. We're going to find out what you're ready about, uh, maybe more about why you're ready and exactly what you're ready for. And I'm like, okay, but what cards do you want me to use? They didn't tell me any cards. They just told me you're ready. So I'm staring at all the card options that I have here, and I'm looking for what cards are gonna. Oh, oh, really? Seriously? I'm being drawn to the. What's the T Oracle? Ah, okay. So let's see. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Um, but that's what I've been drawn to. So let's get some shuffles here. I see you in my comment section, and so does your highest self. So does your spirit team. When you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on, they know, and they know you're going to be listening. They know you're going to be watching. They know you're going to be ready to receive these messages. And so you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on. When you subscribe, tap the bell for live notifications. Come in the room, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, get in the comment section, and that's how we know. If you want me to know you're here, you definitely have to put something in the comment section. Otherwise, you'll be in here like an invisible ghost. But I mean, whatever way you feel, baby, I'm just here to deliver these messages for you, channel these through. Anything I hear or see, I will tell, no matter if it makes sense to me or not. Okay. But yeah, let's see what we have. What's the energy? You're ready. You said you're ready was the title. What are we ready for? You're ready for unfazed. Yeah, you're ready because you're unfazed. You're ready because no matter what other folks are saying, you be minding your own business. You're ready because you don't let them distract you, take you out of focus. You're ready because they can say what the fuck they want. You ain't looking at them or listening to them anyways. Who are they? I don't know. What you been through ain't phased you neither. You still doing you. You still to the max. You still on the most. You still on point. You still right there cheering on your number one star player. Oh, that's you. Yeah. So you're still on your side. Yay. Okay. As I'm holding this card and receptive about it, they're showing me like it's like you went somewhere and the people they didn't include you. I heard you still had a good time and it didn't fucking matter at the end of the day. That was their loss because they didn't include you. Oh, their team would have been doing so much better had they included you. I heard they've had some immediate repercussions for doing such things because they really thought they were going to hurt somebody by not including you. By excluding you, they actually only excluded their self though, and there was some sort of consequence, some sort of physical consequence. And it's obvious and everyone can see it. And it was because they were being a fucking douche. They thought they were going to count you out of something by leaving you out when really they just left your piece alone. They didn't even test your piece because you were good. You were like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go sit over here and drink my little cappuccino by myself. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll go have shots all by myself. Everybody, I don't need you to get me shots. I can get my own shots. Oh, okay. So was it shots of cappuccino or other kind of shot? What was in your shot glass? Put it in. What's in your shot glass? Put it in the comment section there. But that's what they said. And it's like I hear they even kept doing things to try to get you to look over to there, hooping and hollering and acting a fool or something like that, and you just didn't even look at their way, is the way I'm getting. So they're showing me this like a physical experience, but some of you, this is like people trying to catch your attention mentally or spiritually. But the thing of it is you're unfazed. They literally can't get. I heard my attention is really expensive. I heard that my attention is really expensive. Okay, and then now they're going on to another message. This is going to be somebody else's reality. Whatever you do, they say you're too expensive, and you're like, yay! I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my coffee. Then I'll go back to my shot. Yay! You didn't want everybody to afford you anyway. Oh, all right. Anything else about this? Oh, interesting. So somebody tried to predict something over your life. Somebody has a really bad habit, a common habit, and they keep getting away with speaking over ill will over another person's life. Now, okay, they just cut me off and they said, yeah, imagine for the person who is seeing all of this and having all of this in their experience, because somebody, you can resonate with everything that they're showing me. Others of you are only catching parts of this, but they're saying like there's somebody who keep telling you like you're gonna fail, it's not gonna work out, like you should just give up now, whatever that is, and you're just like, bitch, you don't know. I'm gonna go mind my business again. With the minding your own business, and then you have more business to mind is the vibe. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit gonna show us. So we have unfazed out as our first card. What else do you have for the spirit? From the spirit right now, wasting time, stuck, no change is limited. Like I said, somebody tried to tell you was wasting your time, but in reality, whoever these were is trying to get under your skin, trying to trigger you, trying to make you feel left out, trying to make you feel like they don't want you, make you feel some type of, they was wasting their fucking time, their energy, all that, their breath, whatever the fuck they was doing, like they were doing too damn much, and they could have saved all that and been better off. But instead, they decided to waste it because none of that stuff. So you have this ability to not let other people's behaviors affect your personal self view. Your view of your self worth, okay? Because they gonna say what the fuck they gonna say. They gonna think what the fuck they gonna say, and that ain't got shit to do with me and you, right? And you know that, okay? Cool. That's fantastic. Anybody that, yeah, they just found they wasted their time. They really did try to get under your skin. That somebody was trying to upset you, bother you, do something to try to throw you off, and that did not work. They just cut me off. Somebody's personal experience just cut me off. Like, um, somebody thought you weren't going to be able to afford something, and you popped out, paid that shit, and you good. Okay. Let's see. Queen rising. Stepping into power, praise, coming up, spotlight. Is that what it is? They tried to stop your grand rising, your queen rising. They tried to stop you from growing. You are in your power. Somebody really tried to convince you that this shit wasn't going to work. I heard somebody try to make you reliant upon them. And when that shit didn't work, they tried to knock you down, stop your dreams, make you think you were gonna fail. Yeah, that huh. Okay. I also they just gave me something else about this. They said that just like I was doing this YouTube channel for a long time and the numbers just wouldn't change. I remember when my viewers would be like, "Oh my God, why is there nobody watching your videos?" And I'd be like, "Well, they try to ban me, they try to block me, they try to lock me out, and that shit don't work around here. It don't work around here. Flag on the play. Okay, it doesn't work on here. Happy Pride. But the thing of it is, it was gonna happen anyway. And so you just kept going. So anywhere where there's some sort of people working against you, or person, or organization, or whatever the fuck, app, or whatever the fuck, like I said, working against you, it didn't do anything to stop you, because what they're showing me is like, the only example that's coming through is a dam. Like the dam is built to stop the water from flowing, but all that does is keep the water there. The water is still there. It didn't go nowhere. So even if your stuff was seeming like it was blocked, or you were seeming like you were blocked, you were still building it up. It was all still real. It was all still there. And then with the queen rising, it's like the dam burst forth, honey, and you come forth, and then everybody's watching, and everybody's tuned in, and everybody's listening, and everybody's looking at you, and your stuff is selling, and your life is on point, and your money is there, and your own energy is there. Like it, nothing blocked you. Nothing blocked you. Whatever they tried to do didn't fucking work, right? All whatever they tried to do didn't fucking work. So yeah, they got a click bye energy. That's what the fuck they got for trying to come against you, talk shit, whatever. And they want you back. They wasted their time to come against you. Now you still on the up and up, and things are still rising. Things are going better for you, and all the different ways that that applies. And whoever this was, it was wasting time. They, baby, come back. Yeah, no, I'm gone. Okay, let me see. Okay, so you're done. Whatever that group was, like whoever they were, that they thought that they could leave you out. You are already like self established, self initiated. It was a waste of time to try to work against you and your progress. Now they want to get back in because you still rise to the top anyways. You the cream of the crop. You still rise to the top like the cream of the crop, baby. You still, I heard, mighty fine, like fine wine, like aged wine, and they're rejected. Yeah, they want you back, but you're like, no, thank you. So is this people that tried to, like, they were working and is this like some sort of team or group, and they didn't acknowledge your presence, they didn't speak, they didn't include you, and you went on to be a success, and now they want to be part of your team? But hold on, we was on the same team back there when y'all was working against me. No thank you, I don't need people like you on my team. Y'all can stay over there with the rest of your friends that you vibe with, because you don't vibe with me, you're not tribe with me. And that's okay. Like, we need everything in this. I heard we need everything in this. We need the low lifes, the creeps, the backstabbers, and the haters. Y'all just make us greater. Okay, so go ahead. Try to work against me some more and see what you get. I heard. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, so you put your energy, you put your time, you put your effort into what you believe to be true for you, into what you know you are and what you're here to do. Okay. Bad reputation. Oh, and they know you're cutthroat now. This lady, as soon as I seen her, they said, you know, you cutthroat now. They know you're cutthroat now because you don't hide what you are. You don't hide who you are. You don't hide what you think. You're not cowering from nobody. You have no problem cutting them off, telling them about themselves, or ignoring them completely and just going about your business. Either way, you're cutthroat. And some folks don't like that about you. Oh, well, okay. Let me see. They don't like that they've been rejected because people are catching on to the way they operate. Their underhanded modes is played out. Okay. Somebody come against you because you are unfuckwithable, and then, yeah, when they figured it out, now they want to join up with you. They want to jump on the bandwagon. They want to hoop and holler and cheer for you. But no, and people are figuring out that they are like that. Yeah. Meanwhile, they trying so hard. They're trying so hard. And for you, it's so natural. You just do what you love. You surround yourself with beautiful things, beautiful people, and beautiful experiences. And it works out for you. And it works out for you. They don't like that you be about your business and that the money comes your way, and they keep trying to play with you. Some of you, I'm getting a strong energy here where some of you really have had, where it seems like somebody tried to hack your stuff, somebody tried to uh put false information out there about you. It's like there's somebody that had tried to get in between you and your accomplishments. But that shit didn't work. I heard because you stay consistent. Because of your consistency, because you put in the effort and the energy in your consistency, it all pays off at the end. And there's not anything that they could do to stop you. I heard even through the toughest of times, you stuck with it. You kept going. Even when there was nobody on your bandwagon, you kept going. And everything that they do is coming back to them. Yeah. They shouldn't come up here and try to knock you for what you do. They shouldn't try to block you. They shouldn't try to work against you, but they did. And so that energy they put out goes back to them. There's no avoiding that. This is the way things work on planet Earth. If they don't want that experience, then they shouldn't have caused it for themselves, because this is something that only oneself can cause for oneself. You can't make somebody else have bad karma. They are creating their own karma. What they put out comes back to them. And just like this, people think that they working against you, and it's coming up against them. What they put out against you works against themselves. And you still the boss. And you still the boss. Yeah. If people get in the comments talking too much shit and we shut them down, that's boss energy right there. Like, you can't come in here talking shit. You get zero airtime. You get blocked forever. So don't mess up your one shot to do it right. And that's the energy you're bringing with these people who had a chance to be in your presence, to be a part of your success, to be a part of your program, to be a part of what you're doing, your business, whatever it is, and they try to work against it instead of get with it. Like, don't run from it, run to it. Instead, they ran to problems and trying to make problems for you and trying to work against you, and that was a bad idea. And they're so sad and so hurt because no matter what, you just keep thriving. You're not a survivor, you're thriving. There's a big difference. This person is in survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze, right? And meanwhile, you over here bringing folks to their knees with your thriving, with your prospering, with your abundance, with your success, with your accomplishments. Like, wow, I heard you're absolutely amazing. The folks love you. I hear the folks love you. That's fantastic. You deserve all of that. This little Prince Tarot is calling to me. I haven't touched you in a while, my dear. Let's see what you're going to speak for the tribe today. Yay. Okay. All right. So get some shuffles on this. Let me see. What else can you show me with these oracle cards we have out? That's one of the reasons somebody is crying is the fact that they've become known as somebody who I heard throws a lot of shade and tries to knock people. It's like people are realizing that this person only down talks people because of their own uh lack. Like this person doesn't try. This person doesn't have ambition. This person needs somebody to motivate them. They need a motivational speaker because they have no self-motivation. This person is not a self-starter, but they will definitely try to talk shit about somebody who is a self-starter, about somebody who is self-driven, self-motivated, self-initiated. This person don't initiate shit. All they initiate is a lot of gossip and shit talking. The stuff coming out of their mouth didn't even cross their neck to get to their brain. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think about shit. If they would thought about shit, they would have been trying to learn from you. I heard they would have been trying to learn from you because you could teach them several things, not just one or two. That's the way Spirit gave it to me. They say you could teach them several things, not just one or two. But if they want to get up here and put some ugly comments and share some ugly things with people around you, like you feel the vibes, you don't even have to hear what they've been talking. Nobody has to report back to you. You feel the vibe and you're like, oh, yeah, I won't hang out with that one no more. No, I won't talk to that one no more. No, I won't book that person no more. No, I won't let them comment here no more. Whatever it is, you feel the vibes and you move on. You know, you because you trust yourself. That self-trust is so empowering. It makes you divine. It makes you high level consciousness in the sense of that self-trust is going to tune you into what everybody else is doing around you because your highest self knows their highest self and they talk. See, their highest self and your highest self set y'all up for some elevation. And if that person doesn't choose the elevation, their highest self and your highest self already knows what to do about that. Yeah, because they finna learn today, and their own highest self wants them to learn today. Their own highest self wants them to learn, grow, evolve, and elevate. But when they choose to work against it, okay, they get more lessons. They get more bad karma. Okay, more consequences and repercussions for the shit that they do. Let's see what they have coming out. What the fuck with these people that's trying to come against you? And why are they coming out in our reading today? Lord of mercy. What else you gonna say? And why they sitting up here crying? Lord of mercy. The sun. You are unfazed. You come out with the sun energy on that. Love it. Okay, the sun. Leo energy, shining, empowered, enlightened, aware, conscious, happy, joyful, creative, abundant, thriving. Again, you thriving, my tribe, you're thriving. That is talking about you. I know it is. Let me see what else you got for the tribe. What else can you explain to the tribe with the use of these images, these channel messages, whatever you got to say to them? We ready. The Ace of Wands. You're in your power. You're in your power. They try to throw you off path. They're so angry. Yeah. They're so angry. King of Swords. They're so angry because their plan, according to them, should have worked and it did not because you're still in your power. You know what they're about. You know when somebody is got some fucked up energy. Like you don't know exactly what they plan to do or maybe you don't know exactly what they said about you, Maybe you don't know what they're saying in the rooms you're not in, but it doesn't matter because you still get the vibe and you still get to hear from your highest self. It tells you what you need to know about what was said in the rooms that you weren't in. When these folks thought, oh, well, we could talk freely about them now, right? We could talk freely about them now because they can't hear us. Oh, but their highest self is in tune. Oh, yeah. And there was a collaboration set up by their highest self and your highest self for y'all to work together on something. And this person's coming through like a backstabber instead of a collaborator. And their highest self is, oh, no, if they backstab again, we're going to have to teach them this lesson because we got to somehow bring this to an end. Their higher self doesn't want to continue to be a dirty, low down dog, deceitful energy. You know what I'm saying? A hateful, low vibrational, angry soul, a little bitter Betty. Yeah, a sour Sally. They don't want to be a negative Nancy forever. They don't want to be a Debbie Downer forever. Not at all. The highest self of them is trying to get them to elevate too. So they can live a life that's great too instead of just hate on yours. The moon. They want you back. They was trying to do something by the moonlight. Some of them was trying to set some intentions with the moon. They don't even understand properly how to work with the cycles of the moon. If they did, they would have known that that full moon is about releasing, not calling in. They were working by the moon of the full moon, trying to do some new moon type rituals. In other words, they were trying to create something under the light of the full moon to get you back. But the full moon is all about releasing. You give away during the full moon. If they had any spiritual sense, they would have did some shit like that on the new moon. But at the same time, that would have still been idiocracy. Because if they had any spiritual sense, they would just understand like you can't make people do things outside of your own will. Their own will matters. People have self will. They have their own determination. They have their own authority. And somebody tried to get you to, I heard, I'm your puppet. No, the fuck I'm not. No, the fuck I'm not your puppet, fool. Somebody wanted you back and they tried to cast a calling, what, I don't know what it is, but they said it's a calling spell. They tried to call you in during the full moon. That shit was rejected. It was shut down because first off, it wasn't on the right. If you're going to work with the moon cycles, you need to understand what the moon cycles are for. But when you try to do a spell work on another person that is not in harmony with their own self choosing authority, power, like they work against themselves. Like it was just all the way, it was a dumb move. It was really foolish. Let me see what else you could show the tribe. Eight of Wands. Yeah. They tried 8 different times to do this with you. They tried this in a group. Oh, wow. That is retarded. Seriously, somebody really thought that was going to work? So, what somebody who was working on this ritual, they tried to work with a group of other people, but they didn't tell the other people what their aim truly was. In other words, whoever was being duped into performing a ceremony with them didn't, it's like this person was lying to them saying, yeah, let's do this magical ceremony for good luck for our life. In reality though, everything that that person put into that ceremony who led this group was meant to come against you in some sort of way, call you in, something like that. So this person's getting a lot of reasons why bad karma is coming up for them, and it has to do with, not only are they trying to make you do something that you don't want to do, that's a spiritual violation. It goes against spiritual law. That works out negatively in their favor. On top of that, they had other people involved in doing this, whether it was 1 or 8 or any number of people involved in doing this, and they were deceptive about what they were doing. So they're getting not only bad karma for trying to work against you at all, but on top of that, I heard to sweeten their deceitful pot, they're also getting negative repercussions and consequences because they lied to these people and they tried to harness all these people energy to accomplish a very egotistical, disrespectful, and spiritually violating goal without these people's conscious awareness. That's a big fucking spiritual violation right there. That's a huge spiritual violation. You got people trying to perform spell work and they don't even know what they're doing it for because you lied to them. That's what somebody did here. They lied. That was stupid. This person is shady as fuck. Whoever this is try to fuck with you. Well, they want to go back to your first card. Remember that at the beginning of this, you are unfazed, and at the end of this, you are the boss daddy. You got it going on. So remember that through everything we say in this reading. Most important thing is the way this starts and the way it ends. It starts with you being unfazed and it ends with you being boss daddy. That's what you need to remember. But we're going to keep talking this shit because the spirit wants to hear it. And you're ready. You're ready to be the boss daddy. The fact that you are unfazed, let the universe, let your higher self, and let their higher self know that you are ready because you didn't give no airtime to it. You didn't play with it. You didn't let it bother you. You didn't let it stress you out. You weren't like, oh my God, I need to get a protection amulet because they're trying to work against me. You're like, these damn fools over here. I see them. I see their hate. I see them throwing shade. I see them acting like they don't know me. I see them acting like they can't speak. I see them acting like they don't know what the fuck I started here. Oh, I see like they don't have no gratitude. I see they don't have no respect. No respect. Rodney Dangerfield, no respect. Why is Rodney Dangerfield coming out? Because boy, they sure got a Lord of mercy. I just saw it. Rodney Dangerfield. Lord of mercy. They want me to write it down so that you can see the way they gave it to me. Rodney Dangerfield. So Rodney Dangerfield is an old school comic. And he was famous for saying, I get no respect, okay? And the way, so his name is spelled, full Rodney Dangerfield, but the way Spirit gave me was Rod, Knee, Danger, Field, forwards. Uh, and it's giving me spare the rod, spoil the child. It's giving me spare the rod, spoil the child, which is a biblical statement. And then the danger field. So knee, take a knee. Take a knee. What happens when you take a knee? That's a veneration. That's a form of respect. Spare the rod, spoil the child, take a knee. The danger field, they're showing me a minefield. This person, I love the way spirit works. I love the way they channel the messages through to me. I love the way they use wordplay. I love the way they dig up stuff that I didn't even thought about in a decade or more. Lord of mercy, that is completely useful and relevant to get the messages through to you today, right now, during the live. And so what they showed me is like this person, oh, they're gonna get the karma. They're gonna live, they're living it now. I'm hearing they're living it now. The karmic repercussions and consequences. Their own higher self will not allow them to bypass it because if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And that's not what their higher self want for them. And the minefield is all the consequences and repercussions that they're living for the result of these actions. I'm telling you, what they did was a really bad idea. Some people have great ideas, but you're ready because here's the thing they're saying, huge message here, right here, what we're about to say. On this planet, when you're doing what you should be doing, it seems like everything and everybody will turn against you. If you quit, if you give in, if you submit, you're not ready. Well, we have somebody here that doesn't quit. Tribe, you don't quit. I heard don't stop, get it, get it. You don't stop. You get it, get it. You don't quit. Can't stop, won't stop. Uh-huh. You get it. You don't stop. You won't quit. That's why you're ready. When you know what you're here to do and you're in alignment with you, nothing can come between you and that. That's why you're ready. See, that takes a level of courage and faith and wholeness in yourself and knowing. It means that you're going to come against every reason to make you quit, because that's exactly what they have tried to give you. It doesn't matter. You keep shining, you stay in your power, you don't let nothing trip you up. Let me see some more, Spirit. What else are you going to give the tribe? This is turning out fantastic. I love it. I see you resonating with the message. I see you in my comments. Let me see the Five of Cups. They're really not liking the fact that people are starting to figure out what a, because I heard, I'm a loser, baby. So they don't like the fact that people are trying to figure out that they're, or starting to figure out that they're a loser. And that's why they're hating on you, and that's why they talking stuff. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that people are figuring out that every time there's somebody who's actually doing something phenomenal, this person is going to try to work against it. They don't like the fact these people somehow figuring out as well. Ooh, oh shit. I just heard it loud and clear. They said, yeah. Well, what had happened was after all these people who were unwittingly helping this person try to come against you and work some magic against you in some sort of way, um, after they did this, they started, oh, and we're over a week past it now. Yeah, we're coming up on 2 weeks past the full moon. So what had happened was they had unknowingly been they've been duped into lending their energy to this person trying to do something against you. And ever since then, I heard ever since then, things just ain't looking right. Things just ain't going right. They've come into so many problems. So if the person lied to them and said, yeah, we're going to do some abundant magic. We're going to do some abundant magic. Everybody, come on over. We'll do a group spell and it'll make it stronger and we'll all work together. When in reality, this person's plan was to try to hold you back, get you to stop turning your back on them, something like that. And that was what the spell was really for, but these people were unsuspecting. So now we're almost 2 weeks out from the full moon, and they're saying that ever since that time that they worked that magic with this deceiver, their lives have been affected. And it's like if they did an abundance spell, oh, their money is fucked up. If they did a spell for love or health or whatever the fuck it was, it's going exactly the opposite of what these people's intention was, and it has everything to do with this person that they fucking connected to. So there's a huge message in that, people. My tribe, check the message, because that's like awareness for us, right? Be careful who you collaborate with. Everybody is not there with honest and transparent goals. You can't just be lending your energy to anybody for anything. You can't just be collaborating with folks on spiritual services when you don't know what they're really about, right? Some folks you really can't be doing stuff with them because they be deceptive. They just be trying to steal your energy and hijack your energy. Thank you. That was what this is, a spiritual hijacking that has gone on here. This person did a spiritual hijacking, and the people that they hijacked energy from are also experiencing some negative consequences, and now they're all coming looking to this person like, what the fuck happened? We did an abundance spell, why is my money going down? You know, like they're after, see, because at the same time these people had a accountability in the sense of, why are you doing magic with people you don't know like that, right? They allowed their energy to be spiritually hijacked. That was a huge spiritual offense. But Spirit is saying the person who started this shit, is gonna get it 10 times worse than the people who did the shit with them. Their accountability is that they knew they shouldn't have did no shit like this. I heard each one of them got some sort of red flag come up for them spiritually, and they all bypassed it because of the beautiful words that this one gave them. But this person gonna get the karma 10 times worse. I heard 10 times worse. They're gonna get 10 times worse karma. These people are gonna get karma, but their karma is for not listening when spirit said, don't you do that, and being greedy. Because whatever they were coerced and manipulated with was a form of greed. Because when their highest self said, don't do it, that's what this guy is standing here saying. This is like their highest self, their ancestors. Each one of them, their ancestors said, don't do this. Do not do this spell work with this person. Do not get involved with what this person is offering you. But they were all convinced because it looked lucrative, because of their ego, because of greed. So their karmic repercussions will be for their greed and for not listening to their highest self that said, don't fucking do this. Because remember I'm glad that we had said that before we got to this part of the reading, because all of our highest selves know one another. They are in collaboration and cahoots with one another, right? This person gonna have 10 times karma, because not only did they do something and initiate something that got other people caught up in karmic repercussions and negative patterns, but also they did that shit intentionally and they tried to come against you, and that was the only reason that they got these people involved. So their karma, their kickback is gonna be 10 times whatever these people get. And somebody was just telling me today, I had a new client come in today, and she was just telling me, yeah, I be very careful about the energy that I put out and what I say out of my mouth, because it all comes back to me. I said, yeah, I told her, I said, yeah, and from what I've experienced in the past, because I was not always as wise as I am today, and I was a little fuckhead and a little asshole before. It's not just a little bit. It comes back way harder. It hits way harder. I told her flat out, I feel like it hit 10 times. So I can see how throughout my daily activities today, Spirit has been preparing me for this channeling, because that conversation is definitely relevant here. This person doesn't understand what they did, because not only did they do it to themselves, but they got other people involved. That's really got them. I heard up shit creek without a paddle. That's what I heard. Up shit creek without a paddle. All right, let me see what else you got, Spirit, because these folks are like, why is it not work? We just did this magic, and now all of a sudden it's like everything is going haywire. It's going crazy. The Four of Wands come out though. Look, you already know what time it is. You already seen this shit. Oh boy. Four of Wands and played out. This right now, the little prince is looking like your highest self already. Okay, I heard a song. Let me say it this way. This is your highest self, right? Saying, and this is you. Okay, it's saying, tell me when to go. 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 Get gone. Get gone. And that's the energy that's right here. Your highest self said, just go. Just go. Leave. Do what you gotta do. You're already on your path. This person's games don't work with you. None of this shit worked against you. Before all this shit started, you were unfazed because they was over there gossiping, trying to make you feel left out, trying to make you feel like you was all by yourself and nobody wanted you around. I heard, who wanted their company anyways? I wasn't there for them. I was there for me. Oh, and at the end of the day, that's how you started the day. And that has a huge bearing on the end of the day for you. You come out as a boss, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, BDE, baby, big dick energy, wearing a suit, hair done, smelling good, money in your pocket, money in the bank and credit cards with no balance. Hello, we ready to go. Where are we going? You ready for this, baby? You are ready. You ready. I love it. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit got for us. Well, Four of Wands, you're firmly on your path because you listen to your highest self. When they tell you to cut folks off, you listen. That's what these folks are guilty of. That's what these co-conspirators are guilty of. They didn't listen when their highest self said, "Don't do that shit. Get the fuck out of here." They should have listened. They did not. They're gonna get fucked for that. And they did it to themselves. Their highest self is all the way on board with them getting screwed because of what they did. Nine of Wands, and it came out in reverse. Baby, you already been through the worst of it. Your struggle is over. That's what these folks don't understand. That's what they don't understand. Knight of Swords, bad karma. Their bad karma is rushing in right quick in a hurry. Right quick in a hurry. Their bad karma is going to push them. It's like everywhere they go, they're gonna hit a block road. You over here, all the paths are open to your candy store, to your flower store, to your fruit store, whatever you got in store, whatever your project is, your business, you're minding your business, whatever your hustle, whatever you're doing to get your money, it's working. The paths are open. The paths are open. So this is like, I'm gonna use my nail salon as an example because that's my business, and Spirit always makes me do that with you. But this is like somebody hacking my phone line and redirecting calls to another nail shop. They pay some hacker to redirect all the calls that my phone should be blowing up with to another nail shop and putting false reviews, bad reviews, or shit like that. And this is where none of that shit works, okay? People find me anyways. The same people that they tried to stop coming to me find me anyways. Oh, the hack fails. All the phone calls come through, all the text messages come through, all the deposits come through, and all the clients come through. Meanwhile, this person over here gonna be facing some legal charges because their hacking ring got exposed. Aside from that, their personal relationships are in turmoil because it's affecting them personally because they wanted to affect you personally. Aside from that, their credit score is shit, so they can't rent an apartment or anything else. Aside from that, their bank account is in default. Like they're behind, it's in a negative balance. Why? Because they try to attack. The shit is coming back to them, and these people ain't their friends no more. So it's not like when they run out, they say, "Oh, hey, friend, can you help?" No, well, not anymore because now these people are having negative repercussions from working magic together with them or co-conspiring on some plan, and they're all getting fucked for it. And they can see, well, this didn't happen until I worked with that trader over there. They did something and they didn't tell us. It's happening to folks out there. Okay, let me see more. Show me more for my tribe, please and thank you. What else can you show my tribe? The Knight of Wands. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm hearing you could do whatever you want to do. You know why? You could be impulsive as fuck, and that's okay. It's different for you and them, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because when you're impulsive as fuck and you do reckless things, your highest self guides you. And if you're about to do something impulsive or reckless with your highest self against it, your highest self will put the brakes on it and you'll listen. You will listen. You're really going to make some moves. You're going to be moving quickly into boss daddy energy. These people over here, they done messed up big time. And the only thing that they messed up for is for themselves. They thought they were going to mess you up. They tried to mess you up. But the only thing, literally, Spirit is showing me that the only thing that they messed up was themselves. They didn't mess you up. They didn't affect you. Anywhere where they thought they affected you, it's like maybe the beginning of the month you would have normally been more busy, but actually, like I said, remember I said the water is still there. Even if they put a dam in, if they try to stop it, it still exists. It's still there for you, right? So that would mean, well, the last 3 weeks of the month are going to be so busy because that 1 week at the beginning of the month was a little slow because Spirit was working on some things that you didn't know about. Everybody coming in. Everybody's going to show up with their appointments and their deposits at this point. Again, using the nail salon as an example because it's the clearest example I can give you. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles because Spirit being taken accounting on everything. And the thing of it, and there we go, the 4 weeks. Didn't I just say if week one was slow because somebody was trying to stop, and look, they thought they were stopping all this stuff from coming your way, but Spirit saw everything. And here you are, you got your head down, you just minding your business. Oh, I guess I got some time off of work. Okay. Well, the last 3 weeks, not only are you going to get whatever those 3 weeks held for you, but that 1 week, whatever was withheld, oh, you're getting that too. I know this makes sense to you. I know you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth because you're my tribe. You're meant to be here, and this message is for you. This shit is crazy though. Like this shit is bananas. BANANAS. But these people will be brought to their knees by the rod because Spirit said, oh no, we're not letting this go. Their own highest self said, oh no, we got to stop this shit. Because you got to remember, their highest self is a collaborative of the divine, their ancestors, their angels, their guides, saying, listen, we need to stop this shit. This person is making it worse. We're gonna, so their own highest self is involved in their own bad news, in their own bad karma, in their own consequences and repercussions. Baby, it is not your fault. You didn't do nothing to these people. What'd you do? You shine so fucking bright, you pissed them off. Your business looks fantastic. Your glow up look real. You out here growing stuff, minding your business, not bothered, unfazed and unfuckwithable when they don't want to include you. That's fine. Don't include me. I'll keep blowing up. I'll keep going viral. I'll keep trending. I'll keep creating the fads for y'all to follow. That's fine because I'm a trailblazer anyways. I've been used to being out here on my own in these streets. Oh, never. That's the energy. Anybody that tried to come against you, that was a full fucking. And when I tell you they mad, baby, they mad. They big mad, not little mad. And it's like nothing they do can work against you because you are in Queen Rising energy. You are the Ace of Wands. You want to know, is this for you? Yes, it's you. If you want to know, are you really ready? Yes, you ready. Queen Rising energy. Yes. Yes, do it. Be it. Live it. See it. Absolutely. And the minute they try to do some shit, put on a little show in front of you to try to make you feel low or anything like that, like I don't even have to tell you because you already know. Like that's some bullshit. That shit is comical and elementary, bitches. Y'all act like some elementary bitches. Like when you walk in the room and everybody get quiet and then they act like they didn't see you, but these bitches know you by name. Like, what the fuck is your problem exactly? Oh, none of my business. That's right. It's none of my business. Have your fucking problem. Have all the fucking problem you want to, right? They can have all the fucking problem they want to. That ain't your problem. That's what we do know. Let them have all the fucking problem they want to, baby. They want to have a problem. Let it be their problem. You keep on shining. You keep on smiling. Okay. That's lyrics to they're showing me a Stevie Wonder song. And keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. Cause that's what friends are for. Yes, okay, that's what friends are for. These people are not your friends. You have friends. You have friends. Okay? That's what friends are for. Is that Stevie Wonder? Who is that? Diane Ross? Who is that? Okay, but that's the energy that came through. Mm-hmm. Um, what was the other thing you just gave me? Tell the DJ bring it back. Tell the DJ bring it back. Tell the DJ bring it back. You just gave me something else, and it went because I was taking the notes you told me to take. They told me to take notes, and then the DJ brought something through, and then I'm like, where did it go? Tell the DJ bring it back. Yeah. So keep smiling, keep shining. So you have friends. These are not your friends. You ain't worried. My friends were busy doing other things. That's fine. That's fine. When I bump into my friends, we have a great time. But guess what? I don't need them to be okay. Is that what it is? You went by yourself to something and they thought that they will make you feel uncomfortable because, oh, look, they're by themselves again. These are the type of folks that only know how to run in a pack. And somebody thinks they're the leader of the pack. But their pack is about, you know what happens. Who I seen it in the vampire one, some of them vampire movie or the werewolf movie where the leader of the pack was wrong and the whole pack ate up the leader. That's what this shit looks like right here. That's what this shit looks like right here. It looks like this person thought they was the leader of the pack, got them all involved in hating on you, whether that was just gossiping and talking shit or starting fake rumors, fake news, or was it actual spell work, or was it in paying some fucking hacking team to try to block your business or some old shit, whatever the fuck it was. They know that their life, they can see specifically that this shit started, their personal problem started when they collaborated with that fool right there. Friends don't do that to friends. Friends love to pay full price and tip. I'm just saying, because they love it when their friend's business is thriving. Friends don't come to you and say, hey, can you hook me up? Can I get a discount? Can I get a friend freebie? Friends don't do that. Those are not your friends. Right. And some of you really are gonna vibe with that hack shit. With, being shadow banned and shit like that. I was in my 20s when the first time that God talked to me directly, the first time I realized I was having a download, first off, it scared the shit out of me. But the message they gave me has stuck with me. And Spirit told me since then, I was in my young 20s. I was probably 21 years old, 20 years old. When Spirit hit me while I was out, they were like, yeah, this girl is trying to set you up for stealing her debit card and her ID. Give it back to her. Also, you're under surveillance. They told me I was under surveillance, that I've been watched. And since then, I've had so much confirmation of that and awareness of that and evidence even of that. And I'm like, that's fine, because that means there's paperwork that proves that I created all this shit and all the millions they made off of it. Really, rightfully, I should have at least had a fucking royalty off of it. I should have at least been paid for my ideas. Motherfuckers just steal every fucking thing I make. But that's okay, because I'm thriving anyway. And it's just like this channel when I used to only have 3 and 4 views on a fucking video. Why? That didn't make no sense. It blew up to 4,000 with before I even knew that I even had viewers. Before I even knew that there were subscribers, I was just producing content, forgot about that shit. Came back, there was 4,000 subscribers. Why did it take all that time? Oh, because they were trying to shadow ban. Because I've been giving real empowerment, real secret society information out on this channel. Oh, because I'm not trying to take advantage of you. Oh, because I'm not charging you on Patreon for the rest of the fucking reading. Oh, because I'm telling you how to overcome the bullshit and use laws of the universe and mind mechanics and energy flow and to empower yourself. That's what they don't want. A whole society of people that are empowered like me and more. Yay. Oh, well, that shit is clearly not functioning no more. We broke that shit with consistency and knowing that I don't give a fuck. You can put a dam up to hold my waters. My waters are real. My people are real. My tribe is real. They really exist. They really are ready for this information. You ready for this information too. When it looks like people are working against you, that's because you're making so much ground that they don't want you around. And if they could convince you to quit, then they got away with it. But if you stay consistent and you keep on getting with it and you don't give a fuck what they say, stay unfazed and unfuckwithable, baby, you gonna break through. You gonna break through. And you have your day. And all them waters burst forth in your big pay day. Hello? This is what really happened. Whether they like it or not, they can want to. I don't give a fuck how much money, how big of a team. I don't give a fuck how much authority and power they think they have. There is no greater power than when you are aligned with the divine. I don't even need to say that one more time. Because you heard me loud and clear, and you know what we speaking is about these spooks out here trying to spoof you and scam you and trick you into getting in your own way instead of keep walking your open path. Ain't nobody on the narrow path but you and me and we, the tribe energy. And because the narrow path, we so spread out because the earth needed our energy in all these different places. But it's okay. We keep walking, baby. We get this. And you know what? Yes, just like Jesus drew his disciples and people started following Jesus everywhere he walked, you gonna be like fucking uh what the boy named Forrest Gump. You gonna be like Forrest Gump, baby. By the time you get there, you don't even know what, but you'd have attracted a whole bunch of folks looking at you just like Jesus. They gonna follow you. They want to hear what you got to say. They want to see what you got to do. People are going. They're on you. You turn from unfazed into boss daddy energy. Boss daddy energy must have within it unfazed energy. If you're fuck withable, you're not a boss. If you get phased by the little shit that they say and do, you're not a boss. I am here to let you know. There is no big boss daddy energy unless you are unfazed and unfuckwithable. Consistent in your character. Knowing who the fuck you are and fuck everybody else that thinks less, says less, or thinks or tries to work against it to make it less. It is even added to and made even greater by the very fact that they try to stop it, block it. They can't. They can't. They can't stop it. Cause you gonna pop lock it and drop it and hit them with the high and the bye. Like they literally cannot deter you. There's no getting in your way because you're not in your way. The only way they could get in your way is if you were bothered by them. If they mattered to you. Think about mattered. It doesn't matter. And because it doesn't matter, it can't turn into physical matter. But if it matters to you, you'll turn it into physical matter. So if there's anybody in the tribe who's still struggling with that, being unfuckwithable and unfazed and unbothered and nonchalant about people that's trying to be against you, you need to understand that the more it matters to you, the easier it is to turn their ideas into physical matter, and they want to matter to you so fucking bad. They really want to matter to you, baby. I heard, but they gonna get no play today. Let me see some more for my tribe. I pulled out the clarifying tarot. I did some shuffles on it, but then spirit got me to talking shit again. And this is what we're here for. We are to talk the shit, the blessings, and everything in between, baby. Okay, let me see this sun energy for my tribe. What can you add? The way the reading went last night with the clarifying tarot, I just had to pull it again. I had to pull it again. It was calling to my spirit, like, yeah. Let me see. Okay. With the sun, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Sun, we have the Four of Swords. You know, you can make one of these on your own, or you can order one for me to make for you from the website in case you want one. And the Ace of Pentacles, praise be the Sun. I love that the Sun came out in the Sun clarifiers. This is exactly why Spirit wanted me to pull this deck because it's so easy. It's so easy. It's so beautiful. It's so the reciprocation. What you put out is come back to you. You know that. The sun. You have conscious awareness of that. And it is your power. Not only is it your power, it's your power because you understand that, so you work with it. So what you put out comes back to you. You're like, oh fuck, if that's true, well then I'll make sure I put out some more good shit though. I'll make sure I put out some more shit that I want back. For a sword. So you could chill because it's all coming back with this Ace of Pentacles. New energy. Like you, I heard you didn't even know that you were under uh sort of a lid, a sort of a filter. You were in sort of hmm, a testing period. You were in sort of an energy where it's like you were being dammed up, bottled up, stopped up, but you were still there. All of you and all of your energy and all of your creation was still there. It was like the dam was holding it back. Well, this Ace of Pentacles is like, ah, that motherfucker's gushing forth now. Absolutely. Yeah. Anywhere where you are holding yourself back in energy, oh, you're not no more. You're spewing energy all over everything and everyone. This is where you walk around and you just do your thing everywhere you go, and motherfuckers can look at you like, what's wrong with that person? They got so much soul. Why are they dancing in the grocery store? Why are they out here handing out cards in the parking lot? Why are they out here telling everybody about everything they got? Why are they out here shining like the sun in a whole community full of dark ass motherfuckers hiding in their shadows? Because you know better. Because you know better, because you develop beyond that, because your shadow cannot contain you no more. Your shadow is literally a tool in your toolbox now, and all that does is piss everybody off. But oh fucking well, you're unfazed, you're unbothered by that shit because you're unfuckwithable. You gonna shine like the sun with no motherfucking permission. The sun don't ask you if it has your permission or anyone else's to shine. It don't ask permission from the fucking moon. It don't ask, it's hated. Is it okay if I shine now? Fuck no. The sun is always shining, whether you looking at it and it's on your side of the world or on the other side of the world. The sun is still shining, and that's your energy tribe. It don't matter where the fuck they at or what the fuck they doing. Yes, that whole part. That's a whole part right there. Yeah, you mess with their spy equipment. You mess with all the shit. You mess with all the shit because you're so empowered. Their shit don't work around you. And you don't need their permission. You are this. You don't need their permission to be in your divine authenticity at all. But when you do that, it's just like the Matrix, baby. It's just like the Matrix. The motherfuckers want to turn against you. They want to try to stop you, shove you back into a box, make them small again. They're fucking up my whole plan. Oh, well. Pinky, brain, go sit your ass down in the corner. Because we got some shit we doing and you can't stop us, okay? Motherfuckers trying to take over the world. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit. Oh, I heard that loud and clear. They said in all that time where you were in the dam, all that did was make you stronger. They're showing me the weights in the spiritual gym again. It builds your muscle. You are a powerhouse now, honey. And the funny part is that's what they didn't want, but by working against you, it puts you in a position where your only logical response was to become a powerhouse. So they contributed to the powerhouse that you are. They were the resistance that made you the powerhouse that you are. Sit with that thought for a minute. They were the resistance that made you the powerhouse that you are. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. They were the resistance that made you the powerhouse that you are. You need resistance to build muscle, to build strength. It was all a very necessary part of the journey, and you used it all to your benefit. I heard no part goes to waste. No part goes to waste. I love you too, my fam. This is my fam. This is my tribe energy. This is the tribe energy. These folks out here in dark night and so ain't got no fucking sunshine in them to shine, so they lost in the dark. Meanwhile, it's a dark night of the soul out here on earth, and you are the light. You the sun, baby. You shine everywhere you go, so you cool. You can see where you step. You can see where you're been, and you can see where you're heading, and you can see what's trying to come in. You know whether to open the door or lock that bitch. Correct. All right, they said don't shuffle this deck no more. Take them right off the top. They'll be perfectly aligned. So let's see what Spirit have for this King of Swords. Because we have a sour Sally, a Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy. We have somebody here is pissed off, a gossiping Gabby. Yeah. Yeah, she's a terrible Tally. She just don't, no, she don't like it. He, she, whatever, gender friendly. We all genders here. I'm just saying. All right, happy Pride, y'all. For those who are with the vibe, if you're allies, we love you too. I'm just saying. Let me see with the King of Swords what we got. Eight of Swords. They stay focused, all right. Knight of Pentacles. They've been at this for a long time, trying to stop you, block you. Eight of Wands, doing everything they could, throwing it at you. And that is referring us back to this Eight of Wands, which already showed up that they got their own little collective over there, deceiving these people, thinking that they were working for something beneficial for themselves when really they were spiritually hacking their energy, okay? Hacking their energy, hijacking their energy to try to work against you with it. That was stupid as fuck. That was really fucking stupid and bears a lot of fucking consequences and repercussions. And the Seven of Pentacles. And because of that, they gonna keep waiting. They gonna keep waiting. This fucker has been at this for a long time. They've been trying to block you, stop you, throw you off your path, get under your skin, and fuck with you for a long time. And you have just been a fuck, and they're getting really tired. They're getting really tired of it. They need to just give up. They've been doing this shit for a long time. There's a lot of karmic repercussions for fucking with you. Some of y'all been feeling like you've been pushing against the resistance your whole fucking life. And that I will not deny. I would say for you, if you feel that way, that is your facts. But again, they were the resistance and made you the powerhouse that you are. That's why you shine like you do. Do you know how much energy it takes for the sun to emit the shine that it does? You needed it to develop you, because without the resistance, what were you going to use as the fodder for your fire? What were you going to use, you know what I'm saying, to be your inner resistance to build that level of strength? The power in you is so great that you needed resistance to build it. So while they thought they were working against you, they were actually benefiting you. Ain't that the fucking cosmic joke? Like, spirit got jokes. Folks don't understand. Spirit got jokes. And when you think you finna play somebody else, you really just playing your fucking self. It's folks that thought that they were going to bring you down and take you out. And they're exactly why you're all the way in, all the way live, and all the way up. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. In your Queen Rising energy, let me see some more with this Ace of Wands that came out here. We have the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Justice, yes, and what else? The Six of Swords. I love fan fucking tastic. Okay, I just heard. You know how the world says I could do bad all by myself? Well, around here we say it differently. I could do fucking fantastic by myself, and that's exactly what you did. See, folks that was supposed to be working on your team, they tried to work against you, and all that did was put you in Empress and Justice status. And you get to move on. And you take that with you. You take those spiritual degrees with you. Yep, hang them on the wall, put them in a pretty golden frame, because you got them. And it has to do with the fact that you maintain your positivity. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. And baby, when the shit went down, you were like, you know what? Somehow this is working in my favor. Somehow this is in my best interest. I know it looks bleak, but that's not my facts. My facts are everything serves my best interest. The universe loves me here. And how can I empower myself from this? How can I learn? How can I grow? How can I expand? How can I get beyond this? What's the path of success for me here? Because there's some challenges that you came against, but you didn't just let them stop you in your tracks. You looked at them as an opportunity to again consult with your highest self, your spirit team, your angels, ancestors, and guides, and figure out the solution. Because to every problem, there is a solution. And where some of these folks, they're really good at finding a problem for every solution. That's not you. That's not our tribe. Our tribe, this collective right here, that is messages for each and every one of you, because I can see your resonance. I can see you in my comment section talking about how much this reading is really what you're talking about. This is what you're aligned with. This is who you are. This is what you live. This is your life. This is your thriving. You have thrived in the worst weather, the worst seasons, the worst times. And it's because you had to. You had to. Nobody was going to help you. Nobody was going to do it for you. This turned you into a powerhouse. This is why you have the queen rising there. You stepping into your power. You praise. You coming up in the spotlight. This is why folks are looking at you. I just did that reading that said, here's looking at you, kid. Everyone is looking at you because your energy, you're lit up like the sun. Everywhere you go, they'll be like, oh, wow, look at who's here. Then the haters be like, yeah, well, they're not that great. Whatever. But they don't say it loud in front of your face. I know they don't. If they said it loud in front of your face, they'd be looking disgraced. But they only say it behind your back. Lord of mercy. Oh, I know somebody that does nails better than her. You lying hoe. You know they don't. That should be falling off in a week. Mine lasts more than a month. Quit playing. That's the energy that's right here. Okay? Whatever you do, you depend on you. You don't let nobody stop you. And you are never trying to have a whole bandwagon follow you anyways. Because you, like I said, you got used to moving on your own anyway. That already came out in the reading. You got used to moving on your own anyway. So when they didn't want to cheerlead with you, when they didn't want to include you with the rest of the group, when they didn't want to let you share your shit, when they didn't want to hear what you had to say, that shit didn't bother you anyway. Again, you started this shit off being unfazed, and that's why you get the boss daddy energy at the end of the day. Boss daddy. Okay? The thing of it is, baby, you elevate because you don't let anything come against you. You know your value. You know your worth. You know the universe is on your side. Did you learn that word that I've been sharing forever here? Pronoia. Pronoia meaning the entire universe is constantly conspiring in your favor? Because it looks like so. If you didn't, that's the word for it. Yeah, they said put it in the comments for them. Okay, I will. Pronoia. The universe is constantly conspiring in your favor. Know it, learn it, own it, be it. Oh, it put the wrong word. Providence, that's funny. It put Providence in the comments. I meant to put pronoia. It tried to auto-correct it for me. But Providence is not a bad word either. Okay, they want me to look up the actual definition because I can't give you the definitions, but I know Providence is like ownership in some sort territorial. Let me look up what Providence definition is so that way I could read it here because that didn't happen on accident. Everything in the live happens on purpose, and the AR overview for Providence says primarily refer. I love this. Primarily refers Providence primarily refers to divine guidance or care, often conceptualized as God or an unseen higher force orchestrating the universe and protecting humanity. It can also describe forethought or the wise, prudent management of resources. Okay, and that word providence came out when I was trying to put in the comments pronoia. Message, like everything happens in the life for a reason on purpose. Like spirit is really on your side with this shit. We can't make this up at all, and we don't try. We don't try to make this up. We give it to you as we see it. This is why we don't always have titles before we go live. This is why we allow the message to develop while you're watching the way it develops. Because everything during a live is relevant. So let's see the moon. And this moon card, so for some of you, it's a Pisces person. For some of you, it's a Pisces person, flat out. For some of you, it's a Cancer person, a zodiac sign Cancer. For some of you, this person is going to develop cancer, whoever the fuck they are, because they're so stressed out because their magic is not working. And if they didn't know that what they put out comes back to, they finna learn today. And they've been learning. I heard for several days. Since the full moon passed, the shit has been hitting them and tapping that ass. Okay, but this is the person. This is the collective. This is the industry. This is the app. This is the whoever the fuck this lying, sneaky, snaky motherfucker is, right? That is trying to be a cancer and contaminate all these other people in the Eight of Wands. Oh, right? What Cancer don't like? Cancer don't like oxygen. Cancer don't like alkaline. Cancer don't like health, okay? This person is not healthy. They need to breathe more and maybe they would get a grip on their life. But let me see more about this moon. Shut the fuck up. Or don't. The devil. The devil. First card out clarifying this. Did I not tell you? Now, one thing about, so there's a couple things about the devil. The devil don't work against the people that are on its own team. The devil will heavily rewards those that are on its side. And this person figured that out. Whoever this person is, they figured it out because pre-quarantine, the energy of the Earth's core magnetics was in the reverse. So everybody that was serving devil, quote unquote, devil energy, and whatever that symbolizes here, a lot of things I heard, was thriving. This is why your positions of power, the positions of wealth, those positions that had a lot of pull in society were often occupied by manipulators, deceivers, pedophiles, fucking cannibals, motherfucking rapists, motherfucking misogynists, motherfucking murderers, motherfucking all the bullshit, right? The moon. And yes, that is Capricorn energy as well. But notice that it's an illusion. That little bunny rabbit over there is an illusion being cast by a shadow. The devil is definitely shadow energy. It is dark energy, but it's also in this reading, because so you got to understand there's this common misconception that cards are good or bad. That's a lie. I don't buy into that hype because spirit taught me otherwise, and they said every card has its good side and its bad side. There's duality in everything on earth. So even the devil card has its duality, right? The devil card in its high vibration is when you doing so fucking good, you piss everybody off. And that's one of the ways this is coming out. Also, because the devil card is the card for the zodiac sign Capricorn, Capricorn is the goat. That, and when all I ever think about when I think about Capricorn energy is they accomplish shit nobody else fucking can. This, whoever this was, they tried to get you caught up in something that you would never overcome. But you know, certain people like my tribe, you tell them they can't and they gonna show you what the fuck they can do. Do not tell my tribe what they can't do, because my tribe will set you straight and let you know, oh, you said I can't? Well, watch me. Don't believe me, just watch. Is the energy. Yeah, don't believe me, just watch. Sit back. Oh, you can't stand it? You better pull up a seat because I'm not done yet. Huh. I'm not done yet. Yeah. Let me see some more. I'm gonna pull the rest of these real quick before I get chilling too much. The Two of Pentacles, okay, and the Three of Swords. See, yep, ha! And the Two of Swords. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is exactly the energy. Somebody's so fucking pissed off that your life is working and they can't fucking trip you up. They can't bother you. So they tried to make a change. They tried to switch their troubles for your peace. They tried to switch destinies. Oh, I don't even like saying that. That's so weird. But yeah, fucking weirdos. Fucking weirdos try to switch their financial status with you. Somebody tried to get you to take on their debt. Somebody tried to marry you so that you could take on their debt from their bankruptcy, their foreclosure, their bad credit, whatever the foot, and give you half of it. Be careful who you tie yourself to. Yeah. But the thing is, they don't get to see it. So now the same devil that they promised you to, they have to pay. They have to pay. Whatever they promised that this devil, this entity, that they would get from you, they have to pay it themselves. So if you promise the devil a soul in return for working some shit out for you, oh, and the devil doesn't win against you, and that attempt fails, then that means that this person now owes the devil everything that they promised from you. Their soul, owned by the devil. Now, the other thing, this is one of the things I love about the devil card coming up, because the devil card is always going to show us what you run from will chase you. until you turn around and stare that bitch down. So, tribe, they tried to chase you away. And maybe not physically. In most cases, it's not physically. But you stood your ground, turned around, and faced it down, and you turn it into your bitch. The other thing about the devil card is when you stop being afraid of the devil, or ego, or fear, or fucking being fantastic, or being sexy, or being successful, or being wealthy, oh, you're going to piss people off. This is it. You'd have pissed somebody off. Why? Because you don't want to see them no more? You turned your back on them, but they were trying to ignore you. They were trying to trip you up. How dare you show us your back when I'm purposely over here talking shit about you so you can hear me, while I'm over here rolling my eyes so you can see me, but you won't look over here? How dare you? You really pissed them off now. Now you really piss them off. You know, that's middleweight. For somebody, when they try to work out this magic against you and they see like your back was still turned, like they didn't even make you turn your head. In other words, that magic did not work on you at all. Oh, they really fucking, they big mad. Like I said, they big mad. They're not little mad, they're big mad. You still stepping into your power as the queen rising? You're still being elevated? Yeah. Some people thought that they're trying to tie you down, hold you down, stop you, knock you, whatever the fuck they try to do, were gonna keep you back, but it didn't. It didn't, and now they really pissed. Oh fucking well, that sounds like a personal problem, bitch. It sounds like you need to mind your own fucking business more, and then you'd have more business to mind, and maybe you would feel better too. I don't know, but that's not my business, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna keep minding my business. This is why I feel fantastic, and that's why when hoes like you try to talk about me or work against me or leave me out, I don't really give a fuck because I got my own clout. I got my own places to be. I got my own things to do. I got my own family. I got my own friends. I got my own projects. I got my own things. I got my own life. And I'm more concerned with that and how I show up in it and not you and what you think you can do because you don't have no power over here. But then we have these other folks over here. They got duped. These folks over here, they got duped. Their highest self said, do not play with that moon ass motherfucker over there trying to hide their real intentions, trying to use the devil to hurt somebody. Their highest self said, don't. And what they do, they fell for the shit anyway. Let me find out some more about these folks. The chariot. There's that Cancer energy. The chariot. Whatever they did, you overcame it. You drove right past that shit. Didn't even blink. Didn't even bat an eye. The Fool. Again, confirmation. You walked the fuck away from it. It had no effect on you at all. You're like, okay, bye. If you even said that. Okay, if you even said that. That was a lot of words for them. Okay, bye was a lot of words for these folks. You're just like, I don't give a fuck. Page of Swords. And they were thinking, that's the thinking, man. And the Knight of Wands are trying to come against you. They were thinking, what they wasn't thinking that was you was gonna move the fuck on because the Knight of Wands comes in with your boss daddy energy. They were not thinking you were gonna do that. They thought they were gonna make you walk away. They thought they were gonna put a challenge in front of you. Oh, but they didn't know because they were duped. These thoughts were actually this motherfucker thought over here. Because this person thinks they're the mastermind. They think they're the master magician. They think they're the fucking wizard, sorcerer, or the witch that can do it to you. These people were fools. That's why the Fool card came out here. These people were fools, but they still gonna have to pay the consequences for what they done. Because they got the warning from their highest self. They didn't like the message they got from their higher self, so they gave themselves excuses on why it was okay for them to do what they did. And now, because they didn't listen to the warning of their higher self, there's consequences and repercussions to pay. And why did they do it? Because they was trying to overcome their own challenges and obstacles. This is why you have to be careful. When your higher self says, don't do it, you better listen. The tribe, you know that. This is how you live. When your higher self said, hell no, we won't go, then you listen and you don't go. Right? And that's why you don't get caught up with these type of folks. Because that's exactly what your high self told you when you walk in the room and they all stop talking and they all try to act like they don't see you. Then they sitting over there whispering and rolling eyes and whatever the fuck, putting fake reviews, telling lies, trying to talk about you taught them everything you did. And don't book with her because she don't take new clients. Come see me. She taught me everything she knows. You lying hoe. You lying hoe. You know that's a lie. Why you did that? Why you do that to yourself? You don't know my magnificence. You don't know what my spirit team finna do to you, and you don't know how your higher self wanted you to refer them motherfuckers to me, because I'm the one that they wanted. Why you trying to get in the way of my blessings? All you did was lose your own as a opportunity. See that bitch that was over there telling people that I don't take new clients and I taught her everything I know? She could have had so many more clients if she would have referred me like she was supposed to, instead of trying to block me from what's already mine. It's already mine. What are you doing? And then meanwhile, while they over there talking against you, trying to block somebody, that was bottom of the barrel anyways. What really was meant for you still found you. And guess what? It was 3 times as nice. Not twice as nice, 3 times as nice. Right? You were unfazed. Let them bitches talk. Let them witches cackle. Who cares? Who cares? And these people, I see posts all the time. These people be posting shit talking about, I'm a witch. You should be afraid of me, and whatever fucking words they want to use to say. The tribe is beyond those fucking paradigms. Yo, we're in our divine authenticity over there. I don't give a fuck what entities you serving. I give a fuck what herbs you using. I don't care what crystals you're putting under the light of the moon. I don't give a fuck what you write on parchment paper or burn up. I give a fuck how many chicken necks you slice. None of that shit fucks with our tribe. As a matter of fact, those very demons, they know your energy. Oh, snap. Really? I love it. I love it. I love it. And they know your energy. They're showing me a very specific experience is relevant. The experience is relevant to this message, okay? Actually had this experience. Went to a bar that I went to. It was in a shady neighborhood, but I ain't scared. I go where the fuck I want to. It's closed. I don't go there no more. Stopped going a long time ago. That's probably why it closed. But whatever. Nevertheless, I used to go to this dive bar. This one night I was in there. I was with my ex-girlfriend, and I wasn't paying too much attention, but my ex-girlfriend said, "Babe, why that lady keep looking at you?" And I didn't think too much of. I said, "I don't know. She looked like she fucking crazy." Mind my business, had my couple drinks. When we got in the car, Spirit told me, you see the way she stayed far away from the lady, literally stayed as far away from me in this little tiny bar as she could, but she kept staring at me, right? So we get in the car and Spirit came through, and this is the part that is so relevant to you. Spirit said, yeah, you see the way she stayed away from you? It's because the demon in her knows your name, because you have slayed demons with much more power than the demon she carries. That demon didn't want to get sent away and slayed today. That's why they stayed far the fuck away from you. And that's exactly why these hoes won't come near you. That's exactly why these hoes try to single you out and leave you alone. And who? The crazy part is, it's just like, so I have a comment to say that the entity works for me now. I see your comment, baby, and you are on point. Because these same demons, when they if they do come near to you, they come to you with their knees bowed. Like, they will not come against you. They know, but the demons know better to come against you. So when this fucktard over here, I just called them that. Yes, I did, because that's exactly what they're showing up as. When they tried to coerce this devil, this entity, this demon to work against you, and these other people over here, their highest self said, nope, don't get involved, because this person highest self saw what they were doing and did not tell them. That demon already knows the tribe. That demon knows that the tribe will fuck them up. That demon ain't finna work against them, the tribe. You crazy. But this person didn't listen, and this person has completely turned their back on their highest self for their greed, their ego, and their materialism. Whoa, that's huge, you guys. Their conscious self, their physical 3D human avatar, tried to hire a demon, an entity, to go against you. Their highest self said, don't do it. But because they've turned their back to their highest self, They didn't listen and they did it anyways. Then they recruited these people who also got the message, don't do it, don't do it. Because the highest selves know that you are in balance. When you're balanced, not only the light, but also the dark, the balance in you makes you master with both. Because see, the demons that you of your own that you had to tackle to get your balance and to be here and to be in this unfazed energy, yeah, you had bigger demons than this hoe does. Okay? And now they're your bitch. Which is why people also will look at you when you overcome all these challenges and obstacles and do all the shadow work as the devil, because you would trigger the fuck out of them. The triggers, somebody was triggered. They thought they could take you out and use an entity, use a spell, use a demon, use some gossip, use an app, whatever the fuck. It looked like they got away with some shit until they saw, oh no, that was a lie. That was an illusion. No, the fuck they didn't, because whatever entity, demon, or whatever, they see that you are the one with the power and the spiritual authority over both the light and the dark in this situation, and they really can't fuck with you. Now they sitting up here looking at the sad ass consequences that they're sitting with. Lord of mercy. And they're now these people that this fool fucktard over here recruited, these 8 dupes over here, they're just talking about, oh, it's their fault. We should have never got involved, the emperor, Lord of mercy, because you the boss. They tried to come against the boss. 5 of swords. There they go. They tried to come against the boss. Fail. Okay, the page of pentacles. They had an idea and they had an agenda. Oh, but it was blocked. It was not successful. And so they're sitting in this energy of their own making. And because it swirled around, because they put it out, it multiplied, and it's gonna come smack them, tap that ass, and some old stuff. I'm just saying. And they're all talking about this person over here. For some of you, this person that now has a bad reputation could be an Aries person, because you fucking idiot. What did you get us involved in? And everybody's talking about it. They got you involved. They got themselves involved in some bullshit because they trusted this person to do some shit. And the way this person did it got them caught up in some old problems. Lord of mercy. Okay. In their case, more money is more problems. They thought they had more money and now they got less money. I'm just saying. Let me see this 4 of Wands with the played out, because Spirit was like, yeah, tribe is done. Okay, with this Page of Wands. You got good news. You got a good opportunity here. It's a chance to move. The 10 of Swords, because that's over. Oh, yay. Okay, you're on your path. 4 of Wands on your path. King of Cups, look at you so happy in your emotional mastery, being unfazed, unfuckwithable, and unbothered by the bullshit. Okay, I love it from my tribe. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you thrive. And there's that strength card again. This is going back to that here's looking at you, kid, reading I just did. Yeah. Leo energy, sun energy, again, referring us back to the sun card over there. Yeah, you're happy. You're in your power. You got good news. You can just move on. This is some bullshit. This is where, oh, the floodgates have opened. Oh, the dam has been broke open. Oh, and now everything that you have been building up all this time, you realize it all in a flood, in a torrent, in gushing energy. Gush down, baby. Rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops rain on me. Yes, is the energy, honey. Okay, because that shit is played out. In other words, this played out card just said to me nice and loud and clear. It said, yes, whatever they thought they did, it has run its course. Everything has run its course. Okay, some of you, this shit was going on they just told me this shit was going on for 6 years or 6 months. They gave me first 6 months and then they threw in the 6 years. But the 6 months, there's something about a 6 month cycle that had to complete itself. Okay, so it's played out. Yay! Okay, let me see more for my tribe. We had hustling. We got the 9 of Wands in reverse. They just weak about the fact that you are in your power. And why they still in business? Why they still in business? They weak about it. Okay, they are weak about the fact that you're still in business. This is like that hoe probably drove by my old location where they tore the building down, and thought, oh, yay, she's finally out of business. No, how I moved to a more lucrative neighborhood. No longer am I surrounded by homeless shelters and vagrants and people living on the street. Now I'm in a 5-star neighborhood. As a matter of fact, there was some articles that came out that said that the neighborhood I live in is one of the most desirable neighborhoods among the wealthy in the country. That's where my business is now. This is the moment when they find that shit out. So, did you move to a better neighborhood? Did you get a better paying job? Did you upgrade your body? Is your summer body now your year-round body? Like, what's the deal? Because, baby, elevated and upgraded. That's the energy. Elevated and upgraded. And they discussed it about it. Oh, well, that sounds like a personal problem again. Let me see with this. What do we have? The 5 of Pentacles. That's terrible for them. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. The 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Absolutely. And the 9 of Pentacles. That's what I'm talking about right there. See, the thing is, that girl could have got, a finder's fee, a referral fee for every one of them clients that was looking for me. Instead, she tried to block me, try to stop my business, try to work against me, lied on me, try to claim my gifts, abilities, and skills. Bitch, you ain't me. You can't do me. I can't nobody do me. I'm taken. I'm taken by me. That part. So what? Oh, 5 of Pentacles. They lost. They left out in the cold. They can't come in. No, you can't collaborate with me. No, you can't work with me. Queen of Pentacles, because I got my own skills and abilities, and I've been working on this myself. I did it myself. Queen of Pentacles is very DIY. She do shit her fucking self, right? Ace of Swords, this is your facts. And your facts is 9 of Pentacles, baby. Thriving. You making it rain. You're focused on money and getting it. Because you get it while the getting is good. Get it while you can. You should be getting it. And you are. Okay? Because you're all the way up. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. Yes. Because everybody's hands go up. And they say they're and they say they're up now, up now, up now. Cause all I do is win, win, win. That's all you do. You just win. And you get it while the getting is good. Cause you say, you know what? You got to get up, get out, and get something. Yes, and you did. And you were like, oh, these people just sitting around talking shit, trying to milk off of what somebody else. And you know what? Fuck you. I got this. What's mine is mine. It got my name on it, and only I can cash it. There's that. And now it's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. They really mad. And they broke. And that's their fault. Because they tried to make you broke. Instead of being like, fuck, I love the way they're thriving. I love the way they're so skilled, talented, and successful. Damn, I want to be like them. I support that. That's what I'm striving to be. If they would have had that mentality, they would have aligned themselves with it even more. But the very fact that not only did they not have that mentality, they were resistant to it, all they did was set themselves back. You didn't do nothing to them to cause this. None of it is your fault. It's their own fault. It's the bed that they made, and now that bitch don't like sleeping in it. I'm getting itchy covers. You know what they're showing me? Them old ass army blankets that people who sleep on jail cell cots get? Yeah, it's not comfortable. And they don't even get to take a shower before bed. Like, that's crazy. What the fuck? Is this bitch literally in jail, or am I seeing a spiritual jail? Because I'm getting a lot of jailhouse references right now. Jailhouse rock? They doing crack in the jailhouse? What the fuck? Lord have mercy. Trying to get some energy from anywhere. Trying to get some hype from anywhere. They'll do anything to get some hype. They'll do anything to feel better. Well, nothing's working. They'll do anything to get their money right. They trying every fucking thing they can, and it's not working at all. It's legit not working at all. So ever since after the quarantine, spirit team, you need to understand this. Tribe, my brothers, my sisters, check this out. Ever since 2020, it was 2020 when Spirit gave me the message, I was not even pulling cards when I got this message. I literally just got off of the freeway and was waiting for a light to turn green. While I was waiting for the light to turn green, tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. When I was waiting for the light to turn green, Spirit said, before the light turned green, it's 2020. 2020. Judgment card is card number 20. And then Spirit finished that up and said, yeah, as you judge yourself, so shall you receive your recompense. In other words, they know what they did was fucking dirty. Spirit said in 2020, okay, because 2020, they said the karmic energy, the Earth's magnetic core, something about the flow of the Earth's magnetic core in 2020, because in 2012 it started hitting the brakes to correct itself, and that happened. The actual physical happening was marked on our physical reality in our human timeline by the quarantine. While the entire Earth was in physical lockdown, the Earth's magnetic core stood still. Ever since then, it's been picking up momentum, going in its proper direction. But whatever had happened in 2020, which was right before it stopped, the flow of the Earth's magnetic core had gotten close enough to its correct designated mode of operation that the way you judge yourself hit you back as your judgment. So when people do shit that they know they have to lie, sneak, coerce, manipulate, whatever the fuck underhanded bullshit, they're feeling that way about what they've done is exactly why they pay the karma. That was not working before because the Earth's magnetic core was in reverse. This is some deep shit, so just hold on with me. But yes, that's why swindlers and thieves and murderers and pedophiles and rapists and cannibals were the ones with all the money and power. But that shit has been falling apart ever since then. It's being dismantled. And it's starting with each one. So don't get it twisted, baby. Just because they look like they still doing good and they still sitting in their power positions and maybe they still have their physical title for a moment. But 2020 judgment year was when it all started being dismantled. Because if they had to lie, cheat, steal, hide, cover that shit up, all these fucking cover ups being exposed. I mean, you have the US Congress having hearings about aliens being real. How many people did they fucking murder? How many families did they destroy to hide their motherfucking lies? They'd have put people in loony bins. They'd have fucked people's whole lives up to hide that shit all around the world. All these years. Now that came out. That is another piece of evidence of what Spirit showed me being facts. So this is why the good people ended up with shit in their hand. Because the reversal of the Earth's magnetic core allowed for the dark energy to siphon what the light created. But now that that's been corrected, and now the Earth's core is not only did it stop flowing in the opposite direction it was designed, which was to the left or counterclockwise, now it's flowing to the right and clockwise. Okay, and I have evidence of that too. I got a lot of fucking stories, but that'll turn this into another hour-long show. I'm just telling you. If you want me to do a conversation about that, we can have that conversation. You're gonna have to put something in the comments and let me know. But I'm just saying that now that it's going correct direction, and it's finally, they gave me this message at the beginning of the year. The Earth's core is finally at its optimal operating speed in its divinely designed flow. So it's going the right direction at the speed it was designed to speed. That means you're going to see a lot more people suffering for the bad shit that they did, and a lot more people thriving because of the good shit that they did. The energy don't lie, it never did. But there was a big deception. People didn't know that the Earth's magnetic core was in the reverse and the dark was able to siphon from the light. They didn't understand that they didn't need your permission. They can still do it today, but here's the only thing that's different. The only way that the dark can siphon the energy of the light now is with your express permission. And the thing of it is, more and more of us have learned, and there's still more and more of us who are still awakening to the facts that you don't need to give them no fucking permission, and they're withdrawing all permission slips, and they're revoking permission. This is showing me the True Blood Vampire series. I revoke your, what did they say? I revoke you, whatever the fuck they say, something on the True Blood Vampire series that revokes their permission to be on the grounds, and then they get immediately swept out of the house. That's all you can do. That's all you got to do. Revoke permission. Some of y'all need to say, if you still feel like you're vulnerable to this shit, rescind your invitation. Yes, that's what they say. Rescind your invitation, revoke your invitation, all of that. They are not invited here. Blocked. Get the fuck out is the energy. If you don't invite them, if you don't give them express permission, they cannot take your light. This is why it's important for you to not tolerate the bullshit. This is why tribe had to learn how to say no and shut some shit down. Because my tribe, your hearts are so beautiful, so supple, so kind, so active that you just want to help everybody. But you had to learn the hard way and the long way, baby. You've been learning your whole life, I heard, that you can't be nice to everybody. You can't give your shirt off your back to every motherfucker, because some of them just want to see you naked so they could rape your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the facts, okay? You can't feed everybody, because some of them just want you to, give them a chance to pull you out your car and beat you down type of shit and rob you. You can't feed everybody. You can't take care of everybody. You are never meant to save the world. Everybody is their own savior, baby. You had to earn your fucking stripes in this. You had to earn your spiritual position. And you had to learn that some motherfuckers don't deserve your presence, your blessings, or to treat you in any kind of way. Because that's the other thing. When you let these ones treat you, they've been able to siphon blessings out of treating you. That's why so many of these devils was trying to give you gifts and spoil you and take you here and do that and this, yeah, because the energy you hold is pure. And they could siphon it by giving you shit. So now you know better. You ain't taking that meal with just any old devil no more. No, ma'am. No, sir. You're not taking these favors from these people anymore. No, I don't need nothing from you. Thank you. These people that been against you, these people that actually don't fucking like you, they actually hate you, they show you one face and then they turn that other face around and you see their ugly face again. Oh yeah, you had to learn to stop giving it away to the wrong people. The right people, which could be complete strangers. Oh, let me get the door for you. Do you know that people get blessed when they hold the door for you? When somebody treats you kindness, that person from the office is, let me take you out to lunch, and they ain't never done nothing wrong to you, but they kind of solitary, and you say, okay, fine, yeah, I'll go with you, yeah, that'd be great, thank you. That person gets blessed by the way they treat you. They get blessed by the way they treat you, so now you just don't let anybody treat you anyway. Okay, that's smart. Well, let's keep going with this. We still got some more to clarify. Give me this Knight of Swords. What you got? We had the Death card. Then we had the Tower card. And then we had the Four of Cups. And then we had, I don't want, and then we had the Lovers. Oh, they don't want to see the consequences of their choices. Because that shit is hunting them down now. This is like, the half of this said she could do what I could do, but then they look at the nails and the nails is lifting in a week and they ain't shaped right and the design came out funky and it ain't balanced and it just looks like shit and the crystals are falling off that afternoon. And the clients are like, I want my money back. You said you could do what she do. I already know her nails last more than a month. Her crystals don't never fall off because I see all them after pictures after these folks been gone for 6 weeks and every crystal is still perfect. And your nails ain't shaped right. The bitch bit off more than she could chew. And that's exactly what these people did too. They bit off more than they can chew. Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is, and they don't have the money. They can't pay. They can't come through. They running from the death. They running from the tower. They don't want to lose their position. They don't want to lose their money. And they're being rejected. They're getting no love. Four of Cups lovers, they're getting no love. They're getting no love. You know why? Because they didn't give no love. So they ain't getting no love. Oh, but you a lover, baby. You give love everywhere. This is why you getting love everywhere. And if you ain't seen it, then you need to start looking harder. Need to start paying more attention. That should be your daily goal. Where is the universe showing me love today? You should ask yourself that every day and literally be paying lots of attention to that, because the more you do that, that's you building your boss daddy energy. And this is what is at the end of the day for you. You boss daddy energy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. How's the universe showing me love today? Instead of looking for what gonna go wrong, baby, you get what going right. But these people said no to love. These people said no to beautiful opportunity. They made some ugly ass choices. Instead of making loving choices, they made hater moves. The hateration nation is going down with the ugly gyration. I heard. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then Spirit said, yeah, they're being shaken to their core right now. Let me see more about this Knight of Wands. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. I love it. We have the Moon. Okay, and we have the Ten of Wands. Exactly what I've been saying. And then what else do we have? The Page of Cups. Yes. Okay. So Page of Cups says you've been pronounced innocent. So whatever these people have been saying negatively about you, like that's not true, and now the folks know it. So whether they tried to say, oh, it's okay for me to do this spell work because that person is ugly or they're a hater or they're evil, maybe they said that, right? Well, this shit has gone to court, and that's not been proven true. That's been proven to be false. And so, you get rewards. Anywhere where there's been slander, you get rewards. The Ten of Pentacles is your rewards, okay? Because you went through the moon. This is like there was a spiritual judgment. Okay, there was a spiritual proving, a trial, spiritual trial that had to be proven. Somebody said that you was some shit. You were a little shit. They was wasting their fucking time. And this is coming because we also had this King of Swords back here. So this is when they went to the judge, the spiritual judge. And in reality, it was literally they just didn't fucking like you, and they didn't like how you were doing. They wanted to come against you. You end up Ten of Pentacles on this, and the Ten of Wands and the Moon. That means whatever this person illusion cast, okay, that shit comes to a stop. That means whatever charges they put on the spiritual courts against you, that shit has been found to be fraudulent. And so now not only is there consequences that must be paid to this liar who went to the judge and the spiritual courts and deceived with their spirit work, right? Their energy work. But also there is a compensation. Ten of Pentacles. What is that word? Restitution. Thank you. Restitution, baby. You get restitution. I heard it. All that belongs to you is released to you. It's like if the courts put, is it called an injunction? I don't even know what the fuck an injunction is, but they gave me the word injunction. Like the courts put a hold on the assets. The courts put a hold during the trial period, but you've been proven innocent. So that's the end of this trial period. That's the end of the dark night of the soul. That's the end of your suffering. That's the end of this bullshit. That's the end of this person thinking that they got influence over what's going on in your life, which you was still living it anyways, and you was doing the damn thing anyways the whole fucking time. You stayed tried and true. So now, yeah, the dam is broken open and all your blessings is released unto you. Your job between now and every day for the rest of your life is to keep seeing how is that true. How are those your facts? How are those your facts? I didn't do nothing wrong. And wherever I did something wrong, I paid for that. I paid for that. I paid the karma for all the bullshit I ever did to another human. I already did that. I know I did that. And ever since then, and even before, while I was still painting, I just kept putting more beautiful shit into this earth. I kept being a person of love. I kept being honest. I kept being loyal. I kept being transparent. I kept showing up in the best way I could, even while I was still paying off my karmic debts. I kept being straight up with myself and with everybody else. So I know I got all my good shit coming my way. All good things all day, every day. I'm going to see how that's true right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to count my blessings right fucking now. You know what? Number one, I'm going to start with me. I'm talented. I'm creative. I am abundant. I can breathe. My body functions while my body works. I am healthy. I am loved. I am appreciated. There are so many people that fucking appreciate me and they tell me that all the time. People love when I show up. When I walk in, everybody hands go up because they fucking love me. They adore me. They appreciate a conversation with me. They appreciate the time that I spend with them. They appreciate my skills, my talents, my abilities. I'm so helpful. I've helped a lot of people that really needed it and they made their life better because of it. I'm such a good person. I'm so glad that I started being good to myself and not hurting myself by being a fucked up person a long time ago like I used to be. I'm glad I got that shit behind. I'm glad I fucked up and did that way back when, so now I ain't gonna do it again. And you know what? I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready. Put it in the comments. Are you ready, baby? Because I'm ready. You tall. You stand tall, honey. You know how tall you stand. And you don't let nobody make some kind of external command. I don't give a fuck what they want. You're not nobody's bitch. You're in your authority. You boss daddy energy. Yes, what's at the bottom of this deck? The Three of Wands. And didn't I just say good things coming your way? Because that's what the Three of Wands is. You did as you should. You made wise choices. You did what you could. And the Three of Wands is your ships coming in. Good things happening for you. Good things coming your way. Beautiful energy. This is what I have for you tonight. Thank you for being part of this tribe, this collective. This is our channel. This is not my channel. This is our channel. This is your channel. This is where your highest self comes through to speak to you. A lot of people are talking about some mediocre shit. We always talking in depth. We like to get to the root of shit. We like to talk about what's at the root thing, the spiritual part. We're a very spiritual channel. And yes, sometimes the physical and the mundane will come through, but we always gonna go deep into the spirit here. You like these profound things. You like to get to the deeper truths. You love your empowerment. You love your authentic divinity. You love knowing more about your self-awareness. You know where you have power and you love that too. You know how to move and groove on this planet. And that's why we are connected to you. That's why this is our channel. You are meant to be here. You did your best and your intention was everything. Your intention, that's what these people have fucked up because their intentions. Remember, that person's intention was to fuck you over. These other people that co-conspired in this, their intention was greed and materialism. That's what they all fuck themselves over with their intentions. Your intentions are not that. We don't do the nails for the money. We do the nails because we know that people want that shit done. We don't do the readings for the money. We do the readings because we know people want to know this information. We know we got something powerful to share. And the more empowered you are, the more empowered we are, the more empowered the humanity is. So let's keep on growing in our power, benefiting not only ourselves and our families, our immediate 7 generations on both sides, but also humanity, right? Our intentions will prove us innocent, and they already did. Okay, even if you fuck up every now and again just out of ignorance or a lack of awareness, that's fine. If your intentions are pure, you'll be cleared of the charges spiritually. Absolutely. You will be cleared of the charges. But there is a point where you have to understand what is your intention. If you got cleared from those charges once you get cleared from those charges, now you understand and you know better, so you do better, or you don't, and you end up like these dumb motherfuckers over here. It's your choice, right? But you're my tribe, so I know you know better, so you do better. I love that. So now we're gonna get to your personal yes or no answer to your personal yes or no question. Your highest self gives you the way to formulate your question. And if you stick with that, you'll get your accurate answer. Some of you will want to work with me one on one personally. That information is on the website and below the video. And it does give you a certain amount of minutes. But God knows my heart and I know your energy. So I usually tend to read until I'm done. Okay. So everybody always ends up with a little bit more on most case. Anyways, point is, if you want to work with me, you can do that. If you want to work with me on this personal, you one-on-one experience, I'll do that by phone or by a video that you can watch over and over again. However you want to do that, okay? If you're in Las Vegas, we can meet in person. But anyways, let's get to your yes or no answer for today. Let's see what we have for you, tribe. And I am the only one I know that actually gives you the whole entire reading without sending you over to Patreon, so you have to pay for the rest of it. I'm also the only one I know that gives you a yes or no, and now it's after every single session, right? So yeah, thank you for all the love on the channel. When you give the thumbs up to the video, when you get in the comment section, when you share it, when you put somebody else onto it, our channel and our tribe grows. And our channel has been growing by leaps and bounds. I'm so grateful that the messages are finding more of us to hear them and receive them with a pure heart for their own empowerment, for their own authentic divinity. Is the answer today yes or no? What do we have? Yes. Today's answer is yes with the Ace of Cups. Yep. Huh. And we were talking about judgment at the bottom of the deck. The cards that came out is the Death card, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, third card out, number 3, having relevancy for some. But the Ace of Cups is your yes answer for today. Now remember, yes or no doesn't mean good or bad because y'all ask your questions in different ways. But in this case, the answer is yes to whatever you ask. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby.